Hey everyone, welcome back to the Cakeman Entertainment. On today's podcast, we'll be discussing the last 4 episodes of The Bad Batch and why they are horrible. Before I start, let me stress that for me, only the last 4 episodes have been horrible. Some of the ones before were great, in particular the opening episode, the episode where Wrecker's chip activates, and the Cad Bane episodes. Filoni could well blow our minds away with an epic final 3 episodes, which live up to the caliber of the Siege of Mandalore arc, although I don't think anything will ever top that for me. The main problem I have with these episodes are that they are too repetitive with no real surprises, and also they don't add to the overall plot/direction of the show. We keep getting these episodes where the Bad Batch get a mission from Sid, go to a planet, have a complication, eventually complete the mission, and end the episode, with a Crosshair cameo every now and then. They keep teasing the fact that Crosshair is going after them with full force, but we haven't really seen that happen yet. In fact, we didn't even get to see Crosshair in this latest episode. The fact that we are getting these, and pardon me for using this word because I do hate it, but we are getting fillers with 4 episodes to go, disturbs me. If we look back at Star Wars' most successful animated show, The Clone Wars, the better arcs extended to 3 if not 4 episodes to make it like a movie. What I'm seeing as a trend of these last 4 episodes is filler through a Sid mission, which I don't really care about at this stage. Like sure, I didn't mind it initially with the beginning few episodes, but after we got that epic couple of episodes with Cad Bane, the bar seemed to be set really high, then completely dragged along the floor. Obviously, another major problem in particular with these last 4 episodes is that 2 of them are basically Hera point of view episodes. Now, unlike many I know, I actually loved Star Wars Rebels. It is one of my favorite shows, but I don't want to see a Rebels-based character getting more screen time than the characters who the show is named after, the Bad Batch. One of the key advantages of being a Star Wars show and being set in this period is that there is a whole universe there with many characters we know, and the Bad Batch has used that well to its credit, for the likes of Fennec Shand, Captain Rex, Admiral Tarkin, and of course Cad Bane. But the Ryloth pair of episodes suffers from the introduction of characters we already know, such as Hera and Cham. The Bad Batch basically weren't even in the first episode of the Ryloth duology. We just see Hera having family issues, then issues with the Empire. Now at this point of time, in this show, which I know is already well past the halfway point, I'd like to see the story progress more, and by the story I mean Crosshair trying to get the Bad Batch trying to bring Crosshair back, possibly some of them dying in the process, Kaminoans and the Empire disbanding, as well as the surge of stormtroopers into Imperial ranks, replacing clone troopers, and how the clone troopers feel about being phased out. Also, I wouldn't mind them expanding upon Omega's background, because I'm pretty sure we haven't yet seen the full extent of her abilities, and how intriguing would it be for her to possibly meet up with Boba, and what Boba's reaction would be to having a sister. The vibe that I'm getting from this show is that they're setting up for multiple seasons already, or even other shows, and if that is true, it does annoy me a bit. There is a reoccurring ideology in series nowadays, where the first season of a show is just setting up for later seasons or setting up for another show or another movie. I miss the days where shows focused on blowing audiences away in one season, not revolving around setting up, but obviously having little tricklings for the possibility of another season. I noticed some people mentioning that if you look back at Clone Wars Season 1 and 2, they weren't all that shabby either. But here's why that argument shouldn't hold up. They've completed Clone Wars, completed Rebels, and finished many other pieces of media now, and they should know by the reception of Clone Wars seasons and arcs what hits well and what doesn't. They shouldn't be repeating the same mistakes as earlier seasons of Clone Wars did. Clone Wars also had an advantage, as during that time period there were many Jedi to learn about and watch their stories. All criticisms aside, there have been some great positives in the last 4 episodes. The animation seems to be getting better and better, the music score is amazing too, and I really enjoyed Captain Hauser and his initiation of a clone uprising against orders. But for me, these last 4 episodes have been quite disappointing, especially this last one hit hard because it basically gave me nothing, so instead of looking forward to next Friday's episode, I'm wondering whether it will be another similar type of episode where I'll gain nothing from it. Of course, with Filoni overseeing this show, I have hope and an expectation that these final 3 episodes will blow us away and will in fact make up for these last 4 episodes, similarly to how the Siege of Mandalore made up for the Martez sisters arc. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts, and as usual, these thoughts are my own personal opinion, so let me know in the comments below what you thought of these last 4 episodes, and do you think we'll get a surprise appearance from maybe Boba or Ahsoka, or even maybe possibly Vader? Until next time, the Force will be with you. Always.